a busy week this week. I've been kind of really working a lot on some of what I'm going to be presenting next week, which I think you already know about, but my live training. But I wanted to kind of shift gears a little bit and just kind of talk about something that I'm going to be talking about during the live training. But it's having to do with project management, and I talk about it a lot. But let me just kind of show you sort of what this one tool, you probably know a lot about Trello, Asana. There's like a ton of different types of project management tools out there. And I just recently came across this one. It's called samepage.io. And I like it so much more than Asana or Trello or so many others. I mean, there's hundreds of project management tools I've used, and I'm really impressed with this one. Now, you get a trial, and it's like the full-blown the paid side of it, but I'm not actually using it. I tried it out, but you can actually use it at no cost either. I don't get anything from this. I'm just giving you guys this tip. But so this is what it kind of looks like. You create your workspace, and so let's say you're working in an agency or you're working as a consultant. You can kind of set up a folder for each one of your clients. If you're working in-house, same sort of situation where you kind of organize your folders in terms of the different maybe product launches or different things that you've got going on and working. So here's one I just kind of set up really quickly. You just sort of like create one, and you can kind of say, oh, this is SEO program, and put my client's name in there. You can share it with so many other people in your organization if you have developers or other people that need to see this. Or of course your client as well, you can give them access. Especially if your client has a project manager, there's a great thing to say, here's what we're doing, here's our deliverables, here's what everything looks like. A great way to kind of share access with them. But it's very flexible. I mean, so you get this task board. It's very intuitive. So it's not like you're trying to sit there wondering what you should do next. In a very sort of agile way, you create these columns. So let's say, you got kickoff, and then you've got your discovery call, and then you got your tech audit. So you can kind of create all these different sort of like areas or lanes. Then it becomes a process. So like really the talking all about how process is just the bomb and what you really need to be doing. This is it. So then you say, okay, my task in discovery is coordinate with the client. And the other thing is you go right into these things, and then you can kind of say, oh, I'm 50% done. I'm going to assign it to myself and somebody else on my team. You put little details in there, like step 1, we want to get competitor information. We want to make sure that we get access to Google Analytics, whatever you want to put in there. So you have then this formulated process and agenda that for every client or any process that you even have in-house or anywhere else. You know exactly what you have to do first and move to the next situation. So that's that. And you can also create the name of the task board, which I did not do. But then you can also, it gives you the ability to not just create that task board, but you can create a page where it's like best practices guide, or you can have a whole discussion and involve other people in your team. Maybe it's developers, and just say, this is what we're going to do. Here's some schema. This is how you implement the schema. We're going to be putting those schema tags on these certain pages. And so almost kind of like Jira or Trello or some of the others, it's a similar kind of approach. But as I said, it seems like a very clean interface. You have a tasks report similar to Jira, where you can also kind of run a report in terms of the tasks or who's monitoring certain things. You can upload files if you want, or you can even share to like Google Drive or whatever. But I just thought this was really something. Oh, it also has a mind map, which is kind of cool too. And this kind of gives you the ability to kind of, just map out, maybe if you're doing a whole website redesign, you can kind of do, the core primary categories, subcategories. You can kind of just like share that with your design team, and like from a naming convention perspective, you can do so much with this. So that's what I just wanted to show you guys. But I thought this was really cool. I'm gonna be putting this into my overall program, because as an SEO, we should all be using some sort of project management in one way or another. I typically find that the agile way of project management is the best way for SEO, even though when it comes to project management and marketing, a typical project manager might not see marketing as being able to utilize agile, but really you can. In fact, you can use an agile method for reconstructing your kitchen if you wanted. So it's just a very fluid methodology or framework to really kind of follow when you're trying to go through a whole project. So again, just want to make sure that I remind you guys, if you haven't already, go to expertseomasterclass.com/live. Join me live. I'm going to be live next Wednesday and Thursday. I gave you a few different times just to make sure that if you don't have time Wednesday and you want to join Thursday, that's fine. The times are listed in there when you go to that registration form, and so I'll see you there. But I'll probably also be talking about my favorite samepage.io. But if you guys have it or if you've used it, let me know. And if you have another tool that you use and that you like, let me know that too. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.